Hello, hi. Today we are going to learn how to detoxify our children from gadgets. So, the first thing what happens is the child gets into the gadget because they don't need to use any kind of mental or physical energy. So the child will be sitting in front of the gadget will be doing its own work. That's how they get a kind of a lazy. Once the gadget is not there, the child doesn't know what to do. The child doesn't know how to behave, how to use the things, and how to play. So when they're in a confusion state, instead of getting into the confusion, the child feels that let me sit with the gadget so that it is entertaining me. So that's why they are being addicted. And sometimes what happens, because the parents are very busy, they doesn't know how to engage the child, or they doesn't have time to engage the child, they make them calm down with the gadget. In this process, what is happening, the child doesn't want to do anything. If the gadget is being taken away from the child will become very irritable, as they don't know what to do. So to come out of all these problems, I'm going to give you few tips today. The first tip is you should have a schedule for the child. Depending upon your busy schedules, try to have a schedule for your child. The first thing is from morning till evening, what the child should do. It may include the gadgets as well, because at a stretch, if you stop the gadget, the child will become very irritable. They start throwing the tantrums, and the parents, if they are unable to manage the tantrums, then they have to give the gadget, by which we are reinforcing the behavior of throwing the tantrums. So instead of that, we can make a schedule. In that schedule, we can add half an hour or 1 hour, depending upon the child's free time and the parents' free time. We can give the gadgets. So, the second tip, what I want to tell you is try to reduce the gadget watching slowly. Because at a stretch, if you stop, as I told you, the child will get into confusion mode. They doesn't know what to do. So instead of that, if the child is watching gadget for 3 hours, you can cut it down to 2 hours. In that extra 1 hour, you have to engage the child. How to engage the child? Either playing with the child, or taking the child to a play area, or trying to teach them new skills like swimming or skating or some other things where the child has to go and they have to do. Initially there will be lots of resistance from the children because they doesn't want to use their energy. But if you are able to manage with that resistance, definitely the 1 hour will be reduced from the gadgets. Slowly you are increasing the activities and reducing the watching of the gadgets. This is the second thing. And the third thing is, if the child is been watching mobile continuously, then a suggestion which I give to my clients is try to change the model of the mobile. You can get a basic mobile where you can listen to the music, nothing more than that. If the child doesn't have any opportunity to browse into the mobile, this is the easiest way. And if you have an ipad or something, you can keep it and say that is not working, or you can lock it and say that is not working. This is an easy process, so that whenever you are taking away something from them, you have to plan how you can engage the child. This is very, very important. And the next thing is, if the child is addicted to the TV, you can switch off the power, or you can switch off the data, or whatever way you can switch off, you can switch off. Once you switch off, tell them that is no power at home, so we can go out and play with the children. So slowly you are trying to avoid the opportunities for the child to watch these gadgets. And the third thing is, instead of introducing all the physical and mental activities at a stretch, the child is not used from so many years. So don't trouble them. So slowly introduce one activity so that the child get used to it. And whenever the child is there with you, please try to play with them and have fun with them and ask them what they want to eat, and make them put them in a comfortable zone where they don't think about a gadget at all. And taking them to the play area also improves their IQ and social quotient, and as well as emotional quotient. But you have to take a bit of pain to take them there and make them happy. So now, how to make it happy? What is the importance of play? So in the next video, we are going to see what is the importance of the play and how it is going to improve the emotional quotient and the social quotient and the intelligence quotient of the child. We'll see in the next video. Thank you for watching.